So what's up, everybody, and welcome to Black Steez. To be honest, uh, I didn't even want to look into this situation. I didn't want to research it. Um, I didn't want to see the pictures of another black man in a dress. Um, but a couple people I know and a couple people watch my videos and stuff. They wanted me to talk about it, so Um, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. So let's get right into it. So as you guys know, at the 2019 Oscars, this guy Billy Porter decided that it would be a good idea for him to wear a gown. And when I say gown, I mean a dress. Um, Personally, what my opinion is and what I think this is another example of this toxic masculinity movement, which I pretty much equate to the male version of the Me Too movement. So you have the Me Too movement, which basically polarized the female counterparts and got a lot of females to get passionate about this or get behind this cause. So now on the male side of things, you have what's now being called toxic masculinity. So apparently, if I'm understanding correctly, they're basically saying that being a man is toxic, and that's the general gist of it. So this all started with the Gillette commercial. So people can go back and look at that commercial and see what Gillette did, and I think that Gillette really kicked this off with that commercial because nobody was talking about toxic masculinity. Definitely not in a mainstream context, and not with stuff that relates to these big names like this. Um, until that commercial actually went, public, and people started to talk about this. So it's really weird. Uh, it's really weird that people actually are buying into this. And I guess it's not weird because we all know what some of the elites that are controlling these types of narratives, what they want. And that's the destruction of masculinity, the destruction of the black male. So we have these racist, elitist bigots who want basically to wipe people off the face of the earth. And the way that they do that is by character destruction, by poisoning you, by poisoning your mind, by getting you to convert to homosexuality. And if they can't get you to convert to homosexuality, um, they'll go so far as to make you even, give people the notion that they need to change their sex. Like they don't even consider themselves homos. They consider themselves that they was born that way, and if they were a man, then they say that they were supposed to be a woman. So anyway, let's talk about this Billy Porter dude. Uh, I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest. Like I said, I didn't even want to research him. I didn't want to look into any of his background, what kind of film and stuff he was in. When I saw the pictures, he looked familiar, but I couldn't put my thumb on exactly where I recognized him from. But it's just ridiculous, man. Like the title says, it's just another black man in a dress, another black man in a dress. So I'm getting sick and tired of seeing it. Um, I don't know how much these dudes are being paid, but whatever it is, it's not enough. Um, and it can never be enough for the effect that they're having on society by going ahead and promoting this type of a movement. And then, of course, if you're a person like me who is binary. You know what I mean? If you're a person like me who identifies with the gender for that you were born normal, I would call it normal. Um, then and you don't agree with these things, and you think that is gay or you think that is homo, you're going to be called the homophobe. Um, and you're going to be, put into this box of toxic masculinity because being a man is toxic. So it's really funny. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is the term homophobia. So we have this term homophobia, and I hate this term because it's putting the homosexuality with another term, phobia. And of course, most people understand what a phobia is. When you have a phobia, that means you're afraid of something. So a lot of the times when you disagree with some of these homos, they will say that you're being a homophobe or you're a homophobic. And the fact is, and this is what I talk about with some people that are straight, you know what I mean? Um, that they're just regular heterosexual people identify with the gender and the sex that they were born. Um, Basically, when you say that somebody is a homophobe, then you're basically saying they have some type of fear towards homosexuality, and there's some type of fear. And this is just to kind of let you, people who would make this accusation, gay people and some even straight people who say this dumb shit, um, nobody is afraid of fucking gay people. I mean, it's not a matter of fear. It's a matter of we don't agree with it. So we don't have to. You can't force people who have a certain belief or believe a certain thing. You're trying to force your beliefs on them, and if they don't believe it, then you tell them that they're afraid. And this is just not what the case is. Like I said, people just don't have to just agree with you. Like that's just ridiculous. So I really don't like that term homophobia, because it makes it seem like as if you're afraid if you don't agree with what these people have going on. I think it's disgusting, man, to be honest. Um, so yeah, you got another black man in a dress. If you don't like it, then you're toxic. I don't think that this is the message that we should be forcing on anybody. I don't think this is appropriate for TV. Like when you turn on your TV and people, families want to watch the Oscars and whatnot, that should be something that little children should have to see because they're gonna be having questions. You're gonna be confusing them as to what the hell is going on and why this man is wearing a dress. Um, on the lighter note, I mean, he should have just went for the full Monty with it, like the gown, as you can see in the picture in the thumbnail, like it had like the top of a suit. So if you're gonna wear a dress, um, and you're gonna be, like I said, I ain't research. I don't know if he's gay or what he is. To me, you gotta be gay to put a dress on. Like, ain't no straight men putting dresses on. So to me, he just gay. So if you're gonna be gay, you might as well go full gay. It's like they said in the Tropic Thunder. You're gonna go retard. You don't go full retard. In this situation, if you're gonna go gay, then you might as well go full gay and come out the closet completely. So you should have, like, Billy Porter should have had spaghetti straps in the whole nine. Like you might as well have done it like that because it ain't no difference. Like you're not saving any of your masculinity by wearing the top half as a jacket and the bottom is a gown. Like it's still a dress. Like so just kind of funny. Something that I also thought was funny is that in in all of these like public scenarios and these media and with these actors and these comedians and stuff like that when they wear dresses is really funny. And then like I'm let me say a disclaimer first. I'm in no way, shape, or form racist. Like I am not that kind of person. Like I just don't um subscribe to those beliefs. Like I believe that, God created all of us and we're equal, and you have bad people from um, any race and ethnic background, just like you have good people from any race and background. But one thing that I do find suspicious is that there's always black men in dresses. There's always black men in dresses, and I'm sure there are white actors and comedians who put on dresses, but when a black man does it, it's forced down your gullet, and it becomes a sensationalized story and narrative, whole narrative behind it. So it seems as if um, they are intentionally doing this. So it's just really weird. Of course, you had Young Thug in the past. You had Young Thug wearing a dress on his album cover. That was a huge deal in the black community. You had who else was it? Young Jock wore a dress. That was a huge deal. So now you have Billy Porter wearing a dress, and it's all going to be, the media is going to tell you it's glorious. And if you don't like it, then something is wrong with you. You know, as if there's nothing wrong with a man wearing a dress, a dress that's made for a female. Um, so just to end off this video, I just want to say, like, yo, masculine roles are needed. It's necessary for us to actually have strong black men who represent what it really means to be a man, and they subscribe to the norms that are associated with the gender that they are. Um, for anybody watching, young people, especially, there's nothing wrong with being a man. Like there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. There's such thing as toxic individuals and toxic behaviors and toxic uh, ways of living life. But in terms of masculinity, this is something that's very positive, and we as men need to set better examples out there so that things like in terms like toxic masculinity can no longer exist. So, we want to get more positive things that are associated with being men, like being strong providers, go-getters, things like that. So that's all I want to say. I just want to address this real quick and just talk about it a little bit, even though it's just really disgusting. And it's a shame that stuff like this even needs to be said. Um, but, there's an agenda out there. There's an agenda. Stay woke, stay aware, because there's an agenda to feminize men, especially black men. Um, but get in the comments. Let me know what you think about men wearing dresses. Let me know what you think about this Billy Porter situation. And as usual, if it's not about comments or topics that I expressed in this video or in prior videos, then yeah, just don't talk to me. So peace out.